Hello everybody, welcome to Performance Space New York. It's an honor to have you here tonight as we come together to celebrate and reflect on the economic and cultural contributions of Latino and immigrant businesses and workers in New York City. This event is part of Historias, the Clemente's initiative dedicated to amplifying the narratives of our communities and exploring the intersections of art, culture, and social impact.
One question I'd love to start with is, given the fact that Latino business and work has been in the headlines since the COVID pandemic, people are starting to pay attention to the importance of these institutions. I wonder if both of you could speak a little bit to some of the challenges that you've had in organizing, maybe some of the victories to give us a sense of the spectrum. And then I think just in general, what is it that you represent?
So I work with the Street Vendor Project. We're a membership-based organization of street vendors. As an organization, yes, we do a mix of legal services and small business services, but also organized, as Pedro said, right? Because street vending is not easy. There are very few protections for street vendors. Those that exist are very hard to come by in the first place. And so part of the work that we're doing as an organization is to fight to expand those rights. But it's not me, it's not one other person over here. It is people coming together to say these are the changes that we want to see, working democratically, creating our own democratic systems when so many of the political systems do not serve us, do not serve immigrant communities and are not represented by them, and coming together to institute that democracy within our own organization to then emulate that out.
Part of the communities that we represent, particularly Workers' Justice Project, and also Karina, we represent workers who I view them as gig workers, right? Or as entrepreneurs, or as independent contractors, workers who have always entered in these industries with the promise of stability, the promise of being able to, thrive, with that promise of the American dream, that if you do this job, you will be able to achieve your dreams and move on and do something. Most of this work has always existed, and what we're fighting for is to close those gaps, to make sure that these are the workers who are not only recognized, who are not only protected, who are not work needs to be valued and respected, but make sure that they have the protections that all workers have. And I think that's one of the biggest issues that gig workers experience, is because they're not only excluded from the right to have labor protections, but they're excluded from bargaining rights. So they cannot traditionally bargain and organize in the traditional way workers can. We might not be recognized by government as a union, but we are already operating Win and Secure as a union, right? So we have Los Deliveristas Unidos who in less than a year and a half, were able to win a significant wage increase from $7 an hour to $19.56. And we did it for 65,000 app delivery workers. And that's what worker centers are. It's about making sure workers can build their own model of collective bargaining, their own model of collective negotiating and organizing in their industries, and that's what we are about, right? We might not be your union, but we are the little union,